on a second pass and then a third pass, taking several of those little bounces before they finally come to rest. And yes, they are going to form some kind of merger. They're going to grow a new galaxy, one that does not resemble each of the original spirals. It's more of a very disturbed elliptical. We'll see lots of end products later. But you get a much larger galaxy from all the matter of those two galaxies combined. So this is a much more equal interaction. You can see by about 8 billion years in the future, we've completely morphed into a different type of system. And this is a very good example of a lot of the features that you get within an interaction of two galaxies. First thing to note are the tidal tails. This was just as the galaxies have done that first pass through each other, long tails of stars and gas thrown out over the lengths of hundreds of thousands of light years from the galaxy. And these are seen, obviously we haven't got to that stage yet in our own galaxy's interaction, but we can see snapshots of this process all around the sky in these peculiar galaxies. So for example, just match this up to the observation of this pair of galaxies. So we know that these simulations are not far off because we're continually comparing them to the data. So why am I calling, the other thing that's strange, as you will note, is it's not just the spiral. You can imagine the spiral arm closer to the other galaxy gets tugged more strongly. But why is there a tail left behind? Why do you have the tail stretched out in both directions? Why are there two tidal tails per galaxy? Well, that's the key indication is in the word tidal. Gravitational influence depends on mass, but it's an inverse square law, so it depends also very sharply with distance. If you go twice as far away, the gravitational strength drops by a quarter. And so you have a tidal fact that the gravity changes a lot across a galaxy. Let me explain. Here you've got a little spiral galaxy minding its own business, pottering through space. If it gets too close to another galaxy, it feels a gravitational attraction, say, along the line that joins them, and that deflects it slightly. You know, it doesn't have to pull it round, in this case, onto the galaxy, it just deflects it slightly. But the thing is, the gravitational field this galaxy experiences from that one varies according with distance. So, for example, the stars, the yellow stars on the near side, are going to feel a much stronger gravitational pull than the body of the galaxy, which again feels a stronger gravitational pull than the stars on the far side, shown in blue. So what happens is the yellow stars get pulled more sharply than the galaxy, that gets more pulled sharply than the blue stars. So the blue stars effectively get left behind. And you can imagine there are effects of rotation in this as well, and other forces combining. But this is the gist of it. And so you have a tidal tail with stuff